Motion was made, seconded, and passed unanimously and quickly in less than 3 minutes. Why then do News Charter students not deserve the same? Are News Charter's kids, my kids, not Johnston County students who attend a public school that you say you prioritize funding? The time is right for you to propose that Johnston County approve News Charter's full funding request of $16 million. Several constituents at that Monday meeting expressed feelings that you are not doing a good job representing them or caring for our county. Approving this funding request would be a great show of support and show that the county is taking action for your priority of funding education in Johnston County, showing constituents good investment of their tax dollars. Approving our funding request would show that you are a compassionate and responsive Commissioners Board. It's time to show the students at News Charter School that they are worthy and deserving, just like the other kids who attend public schools in Johnston County. We have shown you, News Charter School, over and over again in many ways since September of 2023, anything and everything that you need to approve our funding request. It's a win-win for the county and public education. We have shown you financial responsibility with a proven track record of 18 school years of success in education and fiscal management. We have shown you there is no risk to the county with an investment in News Charter School students. We have shown you that News Charter year over year turns out a better product than other government schools. The state has given you the ability and the vehicle to get Johnston County tax dollars, my tax dollars, to my kids' public school. Johnston County has the ways and the means to approve this funding request. You can wait to approve our funding request, saying to News Charter's kids that Johnston County has other priorities. I understand that the needs are great and the asks are many, but waiting will not make the needs less or the asks fewer. Waiting will not make the costs of our building projects decrease. Waiting will not make the students at News Charter any less deserving or their needs for facilities any less emergent. They too deserve to be in buildings. They too deserve for you to consider that their progress is being halted and damaged by the county commissioners' lack of support and lack of action. News Charter School students cannot wait. I urge you to make a $16 million budget revision for News Charter School, just like you did for Johnston County Public Schools. I look forward to your response. If you would like to discuss News Charter's funding request in person or by phone, I will make myself available. Thank you for your consideration. Emily Harris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next we have Colby Stevens, Site Manager for Bentonville Battlefield State Historic Site.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so March 15th and 16th is the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Bentonville. And as I'm sure you all know, every 5 years the site hosts a very large reenactment. I came here in February of 2020, and I talked to you guys about the event that we were having then, but that got canceled because of COVID. Now moving forward, here we are 5 years later, and we have been planning for the last 2 years for the 160th reenactment. Right now, we are planning for around 30,000 people to come in for the weekend. We have around 1,000 reenactors who will be on site. And this is a very large event, not just for the state, but also for Johnston County and for Eastern North Carolina. The last event that we had was the 150th, which was in 2015. And that event brought in just over $8 million to the county. Now, part of that, so for us, part of the event is actually we have to close down a portion of Mill Creek Church Road. And for us to do that through NCDOT, we need your approval, actually, of the event so I can get the paperwork submitted. So that's why I'm here this morning. And also, if you guys have any questions, I can answer those as well.
I would just say, Rick, is that something you can look at and get on our next agenda for the consent, or if we need to do it as an item? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in the public comment on something that's not on the agenda? All right. Then, Madam Clerk, any emails? Okay. All right, we will move on to the next item on the agenda, which is a presentation of the audit report for the year ending June 30, 2024. And our finance director, so I was thinking what you were, Chad. I don't have some names for you, but Chad McLean is here
today
to
I'm
present that to us. Yeah.
I just wanted to
give huge kudos to Thompson Price and their work with us over the last few months. It's been a process. They've always been good to us, and they really make sure that we do everything that we should be doing to spend taxpayer money and to make it as efficiently and as effective as possible in how we administer those funds. So I appreciate them for being hard on us, which is what we want, and they're a good group to work with, and they've been very patient, and they do a great job every year. So, Mr. Alan Thompson.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
You should have a book that I'm sure all of you will read and enjoy, but there's a smaller presentation summary that looks like this, and if you'd be kind enough to flip over to page 1, I'd appreciate it very much. Before I get started, the main thing you hire us as an independent audit firm to do is issue an opinion on the financial statements as a whole. We issued an unmodified report, which is a quote-unquote clean report. On page 1, under qualitative aspects of accounting practices, there's 3 paragraphs. In each of those paragraphs, there's a key phrase, appropriate accounting policies, accounting estimates, and disclosures in the financial statements. We were good with all 3 of those. There were no difficulties encountered in performing the audit. And then on page 2, there were no uncorrected misstatements, no disagreements with management. Management did provide us with a representation letter dated January 17th. And then under other findings or issues, of course, one of my little pet peeves is P cards, so just forgive me for that. And then on the utility testing, the cutoff we saw was inconsistent. We've had some conversations with finance staff, et cetera, so I think all that's in the right spot. And then under compliance testing, there were a few non-financial findings. They were all technical issues, and that's been a corrective action statement